Hey everybody, Signal here with the Digital Bench. Today I want to talk about my latest character in Grim Dawn, my progression so far, what my plans are at endgame will be, and show you everything in practice. We'll start with the skills. I focused on Soldier and Occultist. Right now this is a two-handed Blade Arc build, so I've maxed out Blade Arc and Laceration for the bleed damage and the crit damage. And also, the AoE is just massive and never-ending with Blade Arc. It's great. I focused on Oleron's Rage. I think I'm saying that correctly. Just for the movement speed and the offensive ability. The pierce damage is pretty nice too. I took Blitz just as a movement skill. I don't really use it as damage. It does some damage and the knockdown is nice, but otherwise I'm not really using it for anything else other than to get from monster pack to monster pack. I maxed out military conditioning. I will eventually max out decorated soldier. I took some Menhir's Will. I like the flat 40% health restoration. Should I get down low in health, I really don't ever. At this point, I'm level 54. My resists are okay. I really don't drop health that much unless I get greedy with pulling entire screens full of enemies. I've maxed out field command. I will eventually do the same to squad tactics for the flat damage bonus and the attack speed. I may put points into Scars of Battle. I don't know. I see some people take Warcry, but for my purposes, I don't really think it's necessary. For Occultist, I've stacked a little bit into Soleil's Witchfire for the vitality damage, which is super strong and only getting stronger in the next patch, and obviously for the attack speed. I use Curse of Frailty for the physical resistance debuff for enemies, and it also slows them. So if I press this once, I could debuff half a screen and just start whacking. I took Blood of Dreeg as my oh shit button for the offensive ability, the flat 20% health restore, and the massive health regen per second. It's up fairly often, and I do like it as an oh shit button. I don't know if I'm going to do anything into Aspect of the Guardian. I think I'm okay with it as it stands. For my build, around 75, I'm going to be changing over to a one-hand shield build. I'll change my devotions around accordingly. For my devotions, I've kind of just taken whatever at this point. I did take Falcon Swoop for the piercing attack that comes out, the falcons that come out of your weapon. I took Turtle Shell just for the defense. I took Dryad's Blessing because I like the health restore, and I did take Scales of Volcama because, again, it is the vitality damage is great, and it's great. It's a great leech skill. Keeps me going when I'm going pack to pack to pack. I took Lion just because why not? And I really haven't put too much thought into what I'm doing sub 75. As you'll see, this is extremely powerful. Even on Elite, nothing really gives me too much trouble. I'll go over my gear briefly. I do have Stone Fist Rebuke as my two-hander. We put a Severed Claw in there because I am stacking physical damage, and I'm trying to stack vitality damage as well. In this patch it's great, and again in the next patch it's going to be even better. I'm using Ectoplasm in my rings just for the energy bump because I do use a lot of it now. And I've been stacking health and armor as far as my components go. For my chest I am using Kilrian's Shattered Soul because of the AoE. The pants I just found randomly, they do give me 2 to Curse of Frailty, which is nice. I don't really use Chaos damage. I think the Granted skill from the Voidsteel Gauntlets is Chaos. Yeah, mostly Chaos. So the AoE, the red AoE pulse that comes out of me are from these gloves. The attack speed is really nice. The Chaos damage is good. And we used Unholy Inscription on that for more vitality damage. And I also like to have Bleed Resist and Vitality Resist. My damage is okay. My health is okay. I'd like more of it, but I'm early on yet. We took, for the Relic, we took Zeal for the flat damage boost and the offensive ability and defensive ability. And Zeal is a great skill because you just the attack speed gets pretty nutty with that. The belt is really nothing. I'm just kind of picking up whatever I can find. And I did use Arcane Spark for Energy Leech and my energy regen. I'm going to remove all this energy shit once I hit 75, and I can go for the Markovian gear set. I used Mark of Modragon, I can never say that correctly, for the health regen and the movement speed. That's kind of it. I'm still early on in this build. I haven't really paid attention to augments for weapons because it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of zipping through everything pretty quickly here. A lot of this gear is what I found on other characters, so I am twinked a bit for my level, but I am fully buffed down here, so I'll show you a little bit of this in practice. Do a warden run. So these skills down here are granted from my items, Rebuke. 500% main hand damage. It's a great single target nuke that's up every 7 seconds, and Brutal Slam from the thing I put on my two-hander gives me this. It's another nuke, but not as powerful. Basically, I debuff the whole screen, I blitz in, and I just start hitting shit. So it's super fun.
Skill's not
Well, there you have it. It's your quick hidden lab run. Ended up getting a decent helmet out of it, so that's cool. That's really good, actually. Not as much health, but that fire resist will be very nice, and that'll be good when if I switch over. Excuse me. Oh goodness, if I switch over before 75 to one-hand shield. It'll definitely be great. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. There's a new patch coming out this week, actually, that contains a new roguelike dungeon, some new gear sets, pretty huge balance changes for some skills, and it definitely makes my build stronger. So what I'm going to do is I will probably end up doing another video with me and a buddy where we go through that dungeon, talk about our builds, and see if we can complete it on our first run through. So please stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, post them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.